Well, hello, Sarah Solorsino here from Axis Church, sharing our weekly devotional. It's raining a little bit, but rain won't hurt anybody. I want to show you where I'm at. My mom told me never to finish a sentence with a preposition. I'm sorry, Mom. This is where we are. We're at Ole Mill Patriots. We're at the stadium. I'm at the track. Back in the day, I used to run track here. This is the high school that I graduated from. And I remember specifically up there in those bleachers, I would hear a specific voice that would cheer me on, and that was my mom. When I used to run track here, she'd say, "That's my baby, go Sarah." And I'll tell you, that encouraged me so much. I could hear it, I wasn't looking at her. You know, when you're running a race, you have to keep your eyes fixed and focused on the goal. You can't look to the left or to the right. I remember Jorge shared that in a sermon. He had a picture, an image of a marathon runner where he would get the waters and the power bars, and he wouldn't even look at the people that were handing it to them. And we had our eyes fixed and focused on the goal as we would run. And I was reading Hebrews 12 this morning, and it starts out by saying, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses," and these witnesses that the author of Hebrews is talking about is actually talking about some of the Old Testament faith heroes, right? It's Hebrews 11 you might know it as the Hall of Faith, where it has a list of people in the Old Testament that didn't see the promises of God, didn't see Jesus come, but had faith in the coming Messiah, had faith in Jehovah. And they're known for the things that they did by faith. You know, a lot of them says, by faith, Abraham believed God. By faith, Noah built an ark. And it has a whole list of people. Were they perfect? No. They made some really bad mistakes. I make some really bad mistakes, but they were known for their faith. They kept running the race. And Hebrews 12 says that, therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race set out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, for who the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of God. Isn't that awesome? They're running this race, fixing their eyes on the goal, on Jesus, throwing off everything that hinders. You know, I don't know if they do this for track, but I know they do it for swimming. I never did it. I used to swim too, but I never did this as a swimmer. But people wouldn't shave. Like, sometimes they would shave their whole bodies when it was race day, but they wouldn't shave in training. So it actually was harder to train with that weight, I guess, or resistance, probably not so much weight, but resistance of the hair of their body. So could you imagine somebody running around this track with a whole bunch of burdens or weights? You don't do it. It would prevent you from going as fast as you could. It would prevent you from winning the prize and winning the race. And so you throw off those things. And so I guess what I wanted to share with us this morning, what the encouragement is kind of twofold, is this idea of having a great cloud of witnesses. Yes, it was talking about the people that went before us in the faith, but we also can have great clouds of witnesses around us, cheering us on. I remember my mom cheering me on. It made a difference. I remember the precious words of a friend that encourages you. Sometimes they can be a deal breaker for you, because sometimes the words of a friend to encourage you when we're growing weak and losing heart, just like Hebrews 12:3 says, encouragement is key. So I would just encourage us all that when we do feel weak and weary, that we can encourage one another to keep running that race and keep our eyes fixed on Jesus. Because really, we win in the end. We win in the end. But here in this earth, we have to keep on running, and we need those encouragers. We need those people that would help us to keep running the race. I remember I had a friend in high school that I ran track with. We ran the 4x8 or the 4x800, and she ended up running marathons. And I thought, no, I could never run a marathon. You know, that's not for me. But her words encouraged me, and I was actually able to do it because of her words, because I believed in her words. And so this is an encouragement for all of us to, you know, if we have those around us that are having a hard time, to be good encouragers, and also to be honest. If we're having a hard time, to share that, because God really designed us to be in relationship, to be encouraging one another. And it reminded me also of Hebrews 10:24 and 25. It says, oh, how's it start? I gotta remember it now. But it basically says that let us spur one another on to love and good deeds. Let us encourage one another all the more as the day is approaching. So let's be encouragers to those around us, to keep running the race. Friends, we've won the prize. We've placed our faith in Jesus. That's a done deal. He's already sitting down at the right hand of God. His job is finished on the cross. But he's the one that we need to keep our eyes fixed and focused on as we continue to run with endurance. So I hope this blesses you, and you have a great week. See you later.